Alright, let's talk about Squid Games 2. I just finished watching Squid Games 2.
Hey, what's up, my nigga?
And if disappointment was a game, this season would win first place gold medal. It would go back to back like Nikola Jokic. Congratulations, Netflix. You've done the impossible. You've turned one of the most incredible shows in a long time into another Netflix mess. Season 2 feels like it's trying so hard to be season 1, but also not. With extra plot twists and none of the charm.
Bruh.
You are gay.
Remember the psychological terror of watching a bunch of adults play childhood games while also trying not to die?
I don't want to do this no more.
But now it's just a bunch of adults playing games trying not to die of boredom. They reused the same formula but forgot the secret sauce that made it special. It's like reheating McDonald's fries. You know that junk ain't gonna be the same. Now, obviously, it worked the first time, so it makes sense to follow the same format the second time. But what made the show so different is because it was different. It wasn't trying to be like other shows. There was no other show like it.
No, not you, Seamus.
Ah, poo.
Come out with a part 2 and just copy off the essay of the person sitting right next to you. Gonna be the same.
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
We wanted a part 2, not a part 1 plus 5 more episodes. It almost felt like it didn't need to have 5 more episodes. Season 1 gave us unforgettable characters like Ji Hung, Tang Woo, the backstabbing genius, Say okay, I'm sorry, I gotta Google translate this.
Say Payog.
Say Payog.
Say Payog.
Say Payog. Okay.
I understand it now.
Say Payog, the quiet badass. And let's talk about season 2 now. What did we get? We got that one dude. We got that other one dude, the rapper dude. We had that one crazy chick and that one other side piece guy. Bunch of unflavored ass characters. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were a few characters in there I could see myself being like, oh, that's gonna hurt if it dies. The old lady, for one. The whole show, I was like, damn, if she dies, I'm gonna be fucking mad. Pregnant lady, I also felt the same. Kind of Optimus Prime. I didn't really fuck with her in the beginning, but in the end, she kind of came on to me a lot more. And that's about it. Pretty weak. The other characters just felt like a bunch of reusable characters trying not to look like they were reused. It looked like you could tell it's damn near the same character. The same characters, they try not to be the same character and failing terribly. I've seen more compelling characters in video game loading screens than in this BS. Thick Shorty on GTA 5 loading screen had more character than half of these motherfuckers. Press X to feel bad for tragic guy number 5. Not working. Okay, so let's talk about the games. Those were supposed to be the highlight, right? They were either boring overcomplicated or just plain dumb. I don't want to offend anybody because these are probably most of y'all childhood games. I do think some of them were kind of interesting. I like the teaming up one and pairing up, but all of them, it's like I knew what was gonna happen. It was almost too predictable.
Like he gonna try to sabotage them. I'm already knowing he gonna try to do some bullshit. I feel it.
Bruh.
The first show, it's almost like you knew what was gonna happen, but you also didn't. Like, you would think, okay, this person isn't gonna die here. With the second one, I don't think a single character that was really important died. Oh, the good ones at least. Which is terrible. That's a huge fall off from the first one. And there's the ending. If you could even call it that. They pulled Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Just stopped. No closure, no payoffs, just a giant middle finger up, yo. It's like they ran out of ideas and like, we'll just cash grab for another 2 years, why not? You could see the love and excitement from the first one fade away in the second one. Second one just felt like a fuck you cash grab to the audience. The first one was 9 episodes, second 7. Why is that? I don't know. The first one had a compelling ending that we knew was gonna be a sequel, but it still ended off in a spot that I could accept. The second one, we know it's a sequel and we don't want it.
I'd like to rephrase what I said right there. Obviously, I wouldn't mind a part 3. I wouldn't mind if it kept going. If one dropped today, I'll be happy. But it's like the third one feels forced down our throat instead of, hey, here you go, take it or leave it. You feel me? So that's just what I meant type shit.
How are they possibly gonna drag out another 7 episodes or maybe 5 if they cut down again out of that? We already know what's gonna happen. At this point, it looks like they're just gonna probably drop a bunch of flashbacks into the second season to try to fill up air, because I can't see them dragging this on longer. I don't want them to drag it on longer. I even said it in my review when I was watching it, my reaction to it, that I hope it ended now. I didn't want another sequel BS to wait another 2 years for nothing. Wait, they're gonna end it here? Oh, they're gearing up for season 3? These lame ass niggas. They're gearing up for season 3? They gonna make us wait another 2 years? Wow, they gonna make us wait another 2 years? Wow, that's some whole shit. These niggas trying to cash in. Wow. Nah, that was trash, bro. That was trash. With the first one, at least, like, I knew they try to keep us in for the third one, but at least they ended it. This one, we getting hold for a whole nother. Nah, bro. That's some whole shit. Nah, bro. Y'all made us wait 2 years just to send. Nah, bro. That was dirt. It's like the Miles Morales shit. Why movies and shows doing that shit nowadays, bruh? Like, shows, I kind of get it, but movies, like, you gonna hoe us, make us go watch a whole long ass movie just to be like, huh, part 2. You're not gonna know what happened. And it's not even like they ended on like a somewhat good ending, but it might be a part 3. No, it's like, you're not even gonna know what happened, but there's gonna be another one in like 5 million years. So dirt. That's just like, I just wasted my time for nothing, bro. That just got me mad. Remember when season 1 left us with that chillin' feeling bars of Ji-Hung, red hair, determined to take down the system? We was behind that motherfucker. We was like, yeah, go get him. Well, season 2 just leaves us with that. Nothing. A lot of confusion and lingering and waste of time. I sat here for about 6-7 hours just recording my entire reaction, thinking it was going to be a great payoff, and nothing. I even found myself skipping forward to see if there was going to be a post-credit end scene or something like Marvel used to do us, but nothing. And I get it. Following up a global phenomenon is no easy task, but instead of building up on what made season 1 amazing, season 2 played it way too safe. It's like, take for example, Terrifier, the amazing thriller that we know now. Imagine Terrifier 3 just said, now we're going to cut back on the gore, the comedy, the killing, all of that. What made Terrifier 1 and 2? How do you think the audience would feel about that? Yes, it'd still be Terrifier, but it wouldn't be Terrifier.
This thing on. Now, obviously, I don't mean there isn't gore or killing in season 2. Yes, there is. I just feel like there wasn't enough. Now, that might sound psychotic, but it's not like I just want killing. I just want them to keep that consistency. You know, in season 1, it was so unexpected. Like, you see somebody you thought couldn't die, just immediately die. You feel me? And now it's like season 2. I don't think a single quote-unquote main character actually died on screen. And it's just like, from having everybody die to not even anybody important dying, it was a huge just like, what's going on here? You know, I'm prepared to like, okay, well, this grandma, I love her, but I already know she's gonna die, and it didn't happen. In a way, you could probably say, oh well, it's a masterclass of writing because they caught us off guard, but I think it's just lazy writing, and I think they played it safe to just cash grab into another episode or another season, whatever. But that's just my thoughts.
So you might be asking me if you haven't watched the season yet, should I watch it as a diehard season 1 Squid Game fan? I'd say yes, because quite honestly, the show was still entertaining at some parts, and it was they definitely knew how to keep you wanting to watch the next episode. But all I'll say is drop your expectations incredibly. I went into this with expectations from season 1, thinking, oh well, season 1 was so amazing, season 2 has to at least be close to that. It wasn't. For everyone else, I'll just say watch season 1 and pretend this BS never happened. Trust me, it's better for your sanity. I'm gonna make a few speculations here and what I like to see in season 3. Now, this is just my personal take, okay? You guys have your own in the comments and let me know what you think. First off, I say you better keep that grandma alive, because nigga, I'm telling y'all niggas, if y'all lay a single hand on that mother after all she's been through, I'm gonna crash. But also, a side of me wants something to happen to her, not because it's entertaining or nothing, but because it throws us off as an audience. Yes, I'm here thinking, well, nothing is gonna happen to her, right? She's old, but if something does happen to her, it's gonna leave us audience shocked, locked in, because now we know, okay, this show isn't taking this lightly no more.
they mean business now. Season 1, they didn't give a fuck who you was. They took everybody out. Season 2, it was still about 100 niggas left at the ending. So my thing is, kill off most of the cast. It would only make this better. I also think some things in the movies were too predictable and too cartoonish in a way. Like, for example, I saw the fisherman being a traitor a mile away. It was so much reused things that it was just not as exciting anymore. In the first one, remember the first time when Ji Hung crossed the red light, green light line, the last second, it was like, oh my God, exciting. And we almost did, I don't think we got another moment like that in the entire show. It wasn't a last second thing. Yeah, there was some parts like in the Marvel one where it was kind of last second, but it wasn't thrown in your face every second. In the second season, we got that like 3 times. That's ridiculous. At one point, I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. We already know what's gonna happen. Just let it happen already. That's not exciting. You take out the excitement of that and just ruin it. So I'd say make it more exciting. Make it more gasping. Make it more suspenseful. Make it more like, wow, that actually happened. I even say maybe throw in something where it's like last second we think they're gonna win, but no. They didn't win and they died. Some like throw it off. Like, I don't know, use some, I would rather you even use some regular movie trope like, oh, they thought they survived, but nope, they fucked up and now they gotta get killed by the guards. When Lee Byung Hung was trapped in with Lee Siu Ha, when they were trapped in that room, I feel like that would have been a perfect spot to just throw us off. You know, they think they succeeded, hug each other, and then they look in the corner and it's just the guy in the corner sitting there like, I made it here first. And yes, they kind of did something like that, but the excitement was immediately killed off with the bad guy literally killing him off last second. And I wish something could have come, like, obviously I know they were trying to extend it and make the bad guy survive to the ending, but if the guards came in after and shot them up saying, well, you still failed, there was still 3 bodies in there and you needed only 2, that would have been like a gasping moment. That would have been like a damn, I thought they succeeded but they didn't type of moment. You know what I mean? I feel like there was not enough or even any of that in the entire season. I don't think there was one moment I was like, damn, I thought they succeeded but they didn't. There were a bunch of times I saw random people die that I thought it was actual like important cast members, and when I noticed it wasn't, I'm like, oh well, I don't care. It's just player 357 or some shit. It didn't matter. The random girl off, I thought it was a pregnant girl at first, which caught my reaction, but then I noticed it wasn't, so I'm like, who gives a fuck? I saw the girl like once in the entire season. Who cares? Moments like that, not having that kind of ruins it and separates it from season 1 incredibly. One thing I will give them credit for is they did a great job of making me hate some of these characters. Like Yang Dong John, I hated that motherfucker. The way he made his mother feel so stressed and just how bitchy he was just pissed me off. Also, the pussy boy guy that kept getting bitched by the other 2 guys. Let me try to find him. The no chin having ass nigga, because he was the reason the emo girl with the little thing in her mouth died. The whole thing about him just pissed me off. Y'all did a great job making me incredibly hate some of the characters, and some I loved, but it wasn't even because of it was just the characters, the actors, and the actors. They did a great job portraying the characters. Like the grandmother, I could see my mom in her shoes, and I could kind of mourn with her and be like, come on, if y'all kill her, I'm gonna be fucking mad. When I'm not caring for the characters themselves, I'm just caring for the image of the characters. Something that y'all didn't have much to do with is like, that's bad, and it doesn't make sense to me because y'all did so great in season 1, completely ruined it in season 2. Now I know there's gonna be a bunch of people out there that probably enjoyed season 2, but there's also a bunch of people that I know would just like, what the fuck was that? You know, and obviously that's almost gonna happen with every movie and show. But with season 1, it was almost like a 90% success rate. I don't think I saw a single person complain after watching Squid Game 1. Season 2, I went in the Instagram comments of Netflix and almost the whole comment was shitting on it. And it's not even, I'm not gonna be here and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like the whole show was terrible. As I said, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. That's the Netflix effect. You know, they see one thing do good and cash cow, let's just milk it for everything it got. It's just unfortunate because with season 1, it felt like this might hit, this might not. So we don't really have to play it that safe. Let's put it all on the table. With season 2, it's like,
well, we have to make sure this keeps going. We need the money. Even with the games and the contestants, it felt so stupid. Because with season 1, like, I could see humans acting like that. With season 2, it felt so forced. Like, it just, characters were being made up out of nothing. It didn't make sense for a character to see all the deaths happening and still be like, nah, yeah, I want to stay in this. Like, I get it, some people were so much in debt, but with season 1, after the first death, I'm pretty sure they had a vote and they were like, yeah, we're all leaving this, we're not coming back, and came back. But that one kind of made more sense because they're like, okay, well, our life is already shit. With season 2, every game they had a chance to leave when they wanted and kept going. Now, yeah, I know it's slightly realistic because people out there in this world are just greedy, but there is no way you're telling me every single time it kept going to majority saying they want to stay. No human is that crazy to keep putting their life at risk for a few couple bread. And I get their debt was probably terrible, but the money that we're making half of the time was enough to pay their debts, and they still kept going. Contestant 120, Park Sung-hun. Half of the show, it painted her to be a scared female going through a transition, getting bitched by the crazy lady, whatever the fuck the crazy lady name was. She's not even here, I can't see it. But and then at the ending, it's a 360. Now she's an army girl that is a no shit girl that knows how to aim and kill everybody on sight. Number 388, Kang Ha Newell, the Marine guy. All of a sudden it turns out he's a bitch and he's probably not in the Marines. What are we looking at here? Why we like, I get it's like oh guys, I thought he was this person. It was just a weak attempt of trying to get us to be surprised, and it just wasn't landing. Like, okay, he was a bitch at the ending. All right, hooray, I guess. Okay, she's actually a badass. Oh, hooray, I guess. And I feel like they were playing it too safe because they were trying to gear up for a season 3. It's like season 2 was just to lead on to a season 3. It doesn't make sense to me to make an entire show, entire season, practically promoting the next one. Nothing memorable happened in the first season. I mean, in the second season, nothing at all. I'm literally trying to recall. I don't think one thing happened that I'm like, wow, that was terribly sad. Like, even the people that died did not matter. The police got it. Was even police the boss that died? Who fucking care? We saw him like one episode. Who else died? I'm trying to remember. I don't even know. That's how unmemorable it was. It was just awful and it just mid as fuck. Whoever died did not matter. Maybe in season 3 they're gonna kill off a lot of people, but it didn't matter to the season we are presently. We waited 3 years for this. They're gonna make us wait another 3 years probably for another random bullshit. Money always takes over, I guess. And yeah, that's just my take. Let me know yours in the comments below, and until next time, toodles.